What's up? Happy Monday. Welcome to another edition of 3 Point Stands presented by Mountain Dew. Meghan, Triplett, John, Roser here with ya. And Roser, I'm still in Vegas. So the first stance that we have to get is we got to wrap up Summer League. You spent the first week in Vegas. I spent the last week in Summer League in Vegas. And it's all done. Congrats to the Portland Trailblazers. But hey, for the Grizzlies, we got a chance to see our new guys out there. You know, probably didn't get the last two games that we wanted. But overall, what's your stance on how the Grizzlies looked?
I mean, I was disappointed. I thought they were going to be better than what they were. But it is just Summer League. Takeaways would be, I think Roddy's going to be fine. I think Laravia, we saw it the first game in Utah, right. But after that, Jake didn't really do anything. Laravia will look a lot better when it's John Morant and Tyus Jones throwing in the ball, you know, because you're also experimenting with Zaire on the ball. And like Zaire's not a point guard. So I think when you have like pure point guards like Ja and Tyus out there, Laravia is going to get a ton of open looks. Mm-hmm. And I think he'll be just fine.
But look, I don't know how you're not saying anything about Kenny Lofton Jr. That was the guy of Summer League. That was our Summer League player because he wowed so many people, and especially coming off that last game. I know we lost, and it was a back and forth game against the Spurs, but you think about what he did. I mean, a double-double. He had moments. He bodied up guys. People are comparing him to Zebo. You had CJ McCollum speaking high praises for this group, and I'm with you. We didn't have the performers that we wanted to have in Summer League to the point where I'm here for an extra day because I thought we were going to be playing in the championship game on Sunday. That's why I'm still here. But we didn't have it overall. But I will say, if I'm looking for positives, I really do think the biggest thing is that you took a lot of guys and they were able to engulf themselves so quickly in that Grizzlies type of culture. We talked, Coach Meghan said it, Zach Kleiman said it during draft about defense and having that defensive mentality, how that was still going to be super important. And you've seen this group have spurts of that. Yes, we got to take care of the ball a little bit more, attack the glass a little bit more, and knock down some threes. But you have moments where Kenny Chandler had some great defensive plays. Kenny Lofton Jr. did as well. And David Roddy is just, I think that's the guy. You say he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be really, really good because you can tell he takes the game of basketball so seriously. He's a perfectionist. And he is electric out there on the court, and he had some really, really good moments of that. Now you take all of that and you get ready to hopefully get with the guys like John Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, and see how they all fit into the puzzle pieces. But I kind of walk away a little. I'm positive with how I'm leaving Vegas.
Yeah, I think these guys will all be fine. I do. I'm with you on Roddy. I think Roddy's going to be good. Like right away, I think he's going to be a player. For them, the Kenneth Lofton thing. Look, I'm excited as calling hustle games like that I'm going to get to watch him play a bunch. Zach Randolph comparisons are a bit much. Zach Randolph is a million times better rebounder than Lofton is.
But Kenny Lofton Jr. is 19, Roser. He's 19 years old.
No, he is 19. I know. No, it'll be interesting to see with him. Can he go the way of a Zebo and have a long career, you know?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be like a Glenn Davis who really he played 7 seasons, but he really only played 5 because the last 2 years were just injury riddled and nothing. Or is he going to go the way of like a Jared Sullinger who, these guys are all bigger guys, very high skilled. He's that way, which way you're going to go with it,
Mm-hmm. Now, look, now that Summer League is over, we talked about the Grizzlies a little bit, but didn't it feel as if, I think maybe coming out of the pandemic, which I know we're saying that word is still kind of weird to say, but coming out of the pandemic and seeing the amount of former players and also current veteran guys come out and show out in Vegas, that in itself felt as if this just felt different this season. I know there's a lot of hype around Paolo Banchero and Chet Holmgren and several teams, but a lot of teams had their guys come out to Vegas to show some love. We did as well. Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane, John Conjar. I mean, John Morant was literally almost at every game but the last game on Saturday. But I mean, I was impressed with just it felt as if like Summer League in Vegas is taking it up a couple of notches, especially when it comes to the events and the different parties and several things centered around it.
Yeah, because it was the first normal Summer League we've had 2 to 3 years. So no, it was awesome. It was awesome to be back. And you just see it. It feels like Summer League gets bigger every year.
Yes,
Like
it does.
It really does. It feels like it just gets bigger and bigger every year. More and more people come out every year for it. It's a great event. I would also tell, because I had some friends that came out this year. They asked me, like, would you summer league awesome? And I said, for a fan of basketball, if you were just a fan of a team or you're a fan of basketball, go to summer league.
Yeah.
Go. It's absolutely worth it. You can spend a couple days in Vegas. You pay whatever, $25, and it gets you into the games for the entire day if you want to go sit and watch basketball all day. Mm-hmm. Also a good chance to meet players too, because a lot of them are just walking around.
They're just walking around. It's kind of like more like that high school AAU type of like setting and feeling. And so it feels more intimate. And so, yeah, I definitely agree with you. This is my first summer league and overall super impressed. And since we're talking about Vegas, let's stay in Vegas. And Roser, it would just happen to be, because, I'm a big entertainment pop of the morning person, that two of my favorite celebrities got married here in Vegas. And I do feel as if like I wasn't invited, but I still feel I was like a part of it since I was also in the same city as them. But Ben Affleck and Jlo are official.
Jennifer.
Yes, you may now know her. You may now call her Mrs. Affleck, as she announced on her newsletter on the Jlo, which I get. So I got all the updates on the Jlo newsletter.
Jlo's newsletter.
I did. So I feel as if like I even got like that. When you get married or you get engaged, you text your friend. I feel like I got that. I got that in my email. Like, hey girl, I'm married now. Here we go. But I mean, here we are talking about Jlo and Ben Affleck. Many years in the making. They were a surprise couple over this last year and a half, and they're official. Roser, Jlo's off the market.
Congratulations to Bennifer. Just what people, What a bit. I don't know what to say about them. Congratulations to the happy couple.
Before we recorded this, I told Roser I'm gonna give my stance on Jlo and Ben Affleck, and he was like, "What happened?" I was like, "How did you miss that they got married?"
Yeah,
it's the number one thing everyone's talking about.
Of course, you knew about it. You get her damn newsletter.
Couple. I mean, if you look at entertainment stories, last week we had Chloe and Tristan. That took everybody like, wow.
Well, she's pregnant.
Jlo and Ben.
I just found out about the Chloe thing like yesterday.
This is we know what, we haven't been in the same city. This is what happens when we're not in the same city.
This is what happens when we're not in the same city.
Okay,
all right.
I need you to update me on, because one thing I don't follow that well is golf. I know you got a lot to tell me about.
The Open Championship was this weekend. The British Open. They now just call it the Open Championship. Tiger Woods did not make the cut. I hope he can continue to progress. You could tell he's in pain playing. It's like, yo, man, if you're going to be in pain, just don't play. Like, nobody wants to see you out here like this. It's cool that you're trying to, but you're very obviously in pain. It's obvious how you're walking.
I saw a clip of him walking, and it was like, the TVs are everywhere here in Vegas.
It hurts me.
Him walking, and it did look painful.
Yeah, but Cameron Smith, he won the Players Championship earlier this year, which is kind of like the fifth major of golf. It's kind of considered the fifth big. If there was going to be a fifth major, it would be that one. Cam Smith has had some good performances at the Masters. He's been a really good player for the last couple of years, but he's never been able to win a major. He went 6 under on the back nine yesterday. He shot 6 under on the back nine, including a birdie on 18 to seal the victory and give him his first career major. Cameron Smith, and he's awesome. You got to look this guy up. Got a mustache, a mullet. It's amazing. Guy's amazing. Oh, yeah. He's a
Congrats to Cameron Smith. I haven't talked to you really quickly with Tiger Woods' comments about LIV, the drama. Has that settled down a little bit in the golf world?
We'll see. I don't think so, because I think they're not going to allow these guys to play in majors next year, and then they're going to end up going to court about that, and then who knows what will happen. But I do think you're going to see more guys defect from LIV too at the end of the PGA Tour season.
Ooh, we'll have to wait and see. And like always, we'll make sure we get Roser's stands always on 3 Point Stand. That's all the time we have. I'll see you guys back in Memphis next week.